Greeting, my beloveds, from this side of the veil, as you might call it. It is indeed a pleasure to be in your midst and to speak with you in this fashions. I would say to you that this channel is a bit stiff and is not as easy to work through as others because he has not done this in some time. But be patient with him and allow your love to flow toward him so that he may release to us and be an open, clear, clean channel that we may speak with you as our love for you. It is a great pleasure for many on this side to have this opportunity to make this contact with you. And I would like to explain, Donald asked me to explain to you, and that is explaining, about the contact. It is as if he has put himself aside, not completely given up his body, but let us say halfway, where he is semi-conscious and we are able to use his vocal cords and be able to speak to you in this way. As he is able to relax and allow this to happen, it is easier for us to work through him. And let me say to you, it does take courage for one to do this. It takes courage and it takes understanding. The understanding that you can be an open channel for God to work through. And I tell you another thing, that even as this instance, the voice I am using is a channel, so am I a channel, where God is speaking through me to you in your language. And let me say something else that may be a surprise to you. It is not just this one individual in the physical that is a channel. For from our level, we see all of you and a channel, not just the one who speaks. You are adding your vibration to this experience. Your life force is here. And it is as if this circle of life force is whirling up and meeting us halfway. And all of you are lending your life force to the possibility of this connection with the higher dimension. So as you relax, as you think loving thought, as you are at peace about the presence here, then the channel is much more open. And it is less difficult for Donald when your thought and your feeling that are going into this experience are loving, are positive and constructive. Let us have a moment of silence to assimilate that which has been said. And as we do, use your inner image. We see the whole circle, each individual as a link in the channel, in the connection that is making this possible. With your modern technology, it should not be too difficult to understand the connection and the contact that we are making. For as your television sets are hooked up to the electricity that is only to animate the tube, but the picture that comes to you does not come through the electric wire. It comes to what you would think of as space. And so this contact is similar to your radio and your television. It is coming to you through the connection of the oneness that we are. I would have you to understand that you are one with all light, and that just as the electric wire that brings your electricity into this house is a channel, so are you a channel for life to flow through. For each one of you are emanating life force continuously, or you would not exist. And this life force is coming from the Creator of all life, is coming from God Himself. You are never separate from God, for He is not just out in the sky, somewhere in the center of the universe. He is everywhere present in all His creation. And when you think of a water pipe that conducts the water to your house, it is also a channel. And so anyone who is open, who has the courage and the understanding to set aside their personality, their little self, can be an open channel. And as I say to you, you are doing this now, whether you realize it or not. You are lending your vibration to with connection. I feel that this partway explain what channeling is all about. Channeling is a new word on your plane recently. It has been called many things, but been called mediumship. It has been called your teacher coined as contact, many other things, but it matters not when you understand that there is no separation in life, that we are all connected to the one light. I would like to speak to you this night on a subject, and let us call it matter. It matters that you were open to come here tonight. It matters that you are seeking to raise your consciousness. It matters that you are learning how to love. It matters much. Many entities think of themselves as one in trillion and trillion of entities in this vast universe, and they do not give much credit to themselves. But I tell you, it matters greatly that each one of you are in the flow of the life force, for no one can take your place. You are unique within yourself. You have been created for a specific thing to do, and you have this obligation to life to be the most that you can, and you are doing this. Everyone is, no matter what it appears to be on the physical plane. I would like to explain to those who are not used to this lingo, we might say, of metaphysical jargon, as your teacher might say, I would also like to explain that we are dealing with your language that is difficult at times to bring forth a clear message, because each one of you has different understanding about the word that are spoken. If for a few minutes of your so-called time, you could lift your consciousness to this level, we could communicate in pure thought as you would think of it, and bypass the language, not using words, but using knowing, picture, impression, and so much more could be conveyed to you. Let me say to you that right now, this is happening on other dimensions, because you are not just a physical being, you are a spiritual being that has a mind and has a body, a tool that you are working through. I would explain to you also that because Donald does not completely give up his total self to this, I have to work through his understanding of the language. I have to use, for a great part, his vocabulary and his expression. And I would have you to understand that in his training, as he was trained to make contact many years ago, this was the way that he was trained. And so this, to some of you who may doubt some of this, make clear your understanding. But it does matter that you are here, that you have taken the time to come here. You matter to life. You matter to God. If I should convey to you in seeing and knowing and a great understanding of how much love there is from this side of the veil for you, you could not begin to keep the power that it would convey, because it would be too much for you. So we have to do it through the language and through your opening your heart and your mind to your invisible friend, for there are many, many more in the invisible here tonight than there are in the physical, and they are overjoyed. They are your friends. They are your teachers and your guides, as you call them, but they are loved ones that you have known for eons of time, and they welcome an opportunity to be allowed to let you know that they are here. They wish something to convey to you, to remember this present, because you are never alone. There is always someone from this side of the veil, watching over you, guiding you when you are open. Your free will is still there. Your privacy is never invaded, but they are there. And when you remember that they are there and send love to them and open your minds to them, they can help so much more. You do not realize how much power you have in your heart. You do not realize the great potential that each one of you has. And this is one of the reasons that this class has begun, is to try to convey to you that the help is here on this side of life. As you send love, God's love, as Donald has taught you to do, you open yourself to the higher dimensions of divine love and light. As you think loving, positive, constructive thoughts, and you're operating from the higher dimension of yourself, for you are many dimensions within yourself. When you go through some troubled time of misunderstanding and fear, then you are operating from the physical plane of illusion and confusion. And this is why it is so important that you understand that there are many, many dimensions, and you saw them. As the master teacher said, in my Father's house are many mansions, and these are the many mansions. Your physical cell is the vehicle for the Spirit of God, and this is where these many mansions are. They are within you, within the vast being that you are. So much of your time, you think of yourself as a lowly physical human. It is limited to this physical body and to the first plane. And I tell you, without provocation, this is not true. Any time that you can believe, any time that you can break away from the hell that you have built around you, of disbelief, or of this habit of being connected only with the physical, you root through to the vastness of the being that you are. Just by sitting down and becoming quiet and cooking with God's love and being open to feel it, being open to allow His presence in your thought. You see, you're never without God, for in true reality, the breath that you breathe is God. The blood that runs through your veins is God. The life that animates your physical body is God. Or we could use the word life with the capital L, meaning all of life, life eternal. You are life, not just part of life, my dear one, but all of life. With your permission, I would ask you to perform a little ceremony, if you might call it that, to make a better contact with the higher dimension. If you will allow your hand to palm to be upturned, we do not have to participate in this if you do not feel like it. This is a beautiful experience if you can allow yourself to go along with it and use your imagination or your inner image to let it happen. Now, I would have you to take a large breath. I will spring the plasma first. And as you take the inhalation, feel the life current flowing through your hand, up your arm, and into your head, where the gland, the higher gland, are. And then with the exhalation, feel the life force going through your body and out your seat. Now, for the first 3 breaths, let us have this as a spinning thing process, and ask the Father within you to cleanse you of all past negation. Now, if we would do this as a group, it would be much more effective. So, let us inhale now. As you take the in-breath, feel the life force flowing through your hands, up your arms, into your head. Now exhale, and with the exhalation, feel this life force, this current going through all your body and out your feet. And this is cleansing you. Now take another deep breath and feel the life current coming into your hand, up your arm, into your head, and activating the entire gland. Exhale with gusto, you might say, and feel this cleansing process. Once more, inhalation, be open for this with your inner image. Head is filled with light, and out through your feet, all the way through your body. Now, you are cleansed of all past negation, if you can accept it. Let us continue on this, and let me help you to understand how to be in tune with the higher dimension. I will explain the process to you first, and then we will do it. I would have you take some more breaths, if you will, and let your life force, God's love and light, healing power, whatever you want to call it, come into your hand, up your arm, and into your head. But as you exhale, allow the door with the next dimension to be opened up. This will be a dimension of light. Now remember, you are a multi-dimensional being. And as you take each breath and exhale, you open another door. These doors are all within you, but sometimes it is easier, or you think of them as above your head and moving upward, and this gives you a better picture of it, or if you want to think of it within yourself. As you open these many doors, you reach your highest self, and then you go beyond your higher self to the God being that you are. And as these doors remain open, my dear one, the light, the love, and the healing power was true, and you are in tuning with the highest point of consciousness, if you allow it. All right? If you are ready, let's take the first breath. I will not do this with you, but as you breathe, maybe 10 breaths or more, visualize these doors opening up and staying open, and each door makes the light a little brighter. You feel the love coming through and viewing God. All right, begin. Inhale, using your inner image to see. You do not have to visualize in it. You just see with your eyes open. It is better to have your eyes closed at this time. But see with your inner eye, each door opening up with each breath, feel their vibrations increasing at each with all lives as you reach higher and higher within yourself into the inner realm of love and light. It is almost to the higher self. Take 2 more breaths and consider yourself in the higher self. Now your higher self is one with all light, and know that it's one with all light, and it's one with God at all times. And let us reach a little higher now to, let us maybe call it the zone of God, like to God himself. With 3 more breaths. This dream question, you do not have to visualize, as you sting when your eyes are open, but know. This dream question leaves the door open, and know that you are filled with light, as the light is gushing through all those open doors. The light is understanding. is filling your mind. Feel God's love from His heart flowing through all these open doors that you have opened. With your free will, you have given the permission to open these doors and feel the healing power as a part of divine love and light. As you allow the door to remain open, feel your presence of God. Feel His great love for you. Allow it to happen within your confidence. Be that what you truly are. One is God. One was all light. Allow yourself to love all light, all creation, and all the universe, and know that you are kin to all lives in all the universe. All light, everything that you want, that you will allow your hand to be comfortable, but allow the door in your inner image to remain open. If you wish, it will make the contact so much better. How some of you may call this a ritual, I would like to call this an exercise. It is a beautiful experience. And when you want to practice this at home, or in your office, or wherever, this can be done alone in the privacy that is within you, and make your contact with the higher dimension, with the God within you, and know that all your invisible friends, which are many, are there with you, sending their love and their light through whatever you're doing. It's a deal to you. You may think of yourself in this room, in this circle, while you're at home or elsewhere. And when you can do this, that when for power choose at your side. As I am speaking, if you can allow the door to remain open, you do not have to be literal to see this in your mind, but just know that they are open. And if you could start your day with something like this, and then throughout the day, remind yourself that these doors to the higher dimension and to the soul of God are open to you, and that you are open to God's guidance and to His love, that you're open to His light of understanding. You would see a great thing in your life as you can move into the consciousness and conscious awareness of the presence of God within you. More and more, then your light shines brighter. Your life is beautiful, and all things are beautiful to you. For in true reality, my dear one, there is nothing in life but the one Creator that is named itself God. Everything, no matter what is appeared to be, is a different expression of the one light. On your physical plane of illusion, you label and judge things to be good or bad, or this or that. And this is your freedom to do this. When we can lift your consciousness to the height that you can see God in God's love and light in everything that you experience, in everything that your eyes behold, and everything that your ears hear, no matter how diverse it might seem to the outer five senses. When you see it, comprehend it as an expression of life, an expression of the one life, called God. You may not understand it from your physical level of comprehension, but my dear one, when you lift your consciousness to a higher dimension, a higher level, then all is understood. Everything makes sense. Everything has purpose. And if you will remember this as you go through your day, as you have your experiences, do remember that no matter what happened, it has purpose behind it. And that, of course, you have created whatever experience you are having. Then you take the responsibility for your life. But you see, my dear one, when you open these doors to the higher dimension, the divine love and light, and to God Himself, that it matters not what happens on the physical plane, because it is truly just a play on a stage. It is illusionary, because it is not eternal. It is schoolroom that you have come to learn and to grow. When you can comprehend it and know it to be true, then you can truly be grateful in all things. And you can truly love all things and all individuals. As you learn to do this, you lift your consciousness above this veil of tears, as you call, and you are operating on a higher dimension as you grow through this physical play on the stage. As you remember throughout the day who you truly are, then you realize this is just a play, a game, whatever thing that you want to call it, and that it is just a reflection of the reality of life. And if you can remember that God's love for you is constant, never ending, but is always there. His light of understanding is always there when you are open to it. And many, many invisible friends are there for you. Reach out in your thoughts to them. Reach out with love. Keep open through the plane of love and light, and you are blessed. I would think a bit short lesson in my, so that we might adjust our vibration to each other and to make a beginning. But I would ask you to remember throughout your day, as you go about your duties, as you go about your life on the physical plane, to remember the other dimension, to remember that you are a part of the other dimension. You are one with the other dimension at all times. You are one with God at all times. And there are many, many from the other side, as you say, to serve you, to help you, to give you impression, to encourage you, to be positive, to be loving. And as you live as an up level of love and light, and sustain it as they go through their life, then you truly bring heaven on earth. And my dear one, this is in what you call the future. It's true to here. And you do not have to wait for the masters to do their. You can do it as an individual and allow it to do. Any time that you decide, I lead you this evening in God's clear love and with this birthday, and if you will sit for a few moments with your eyes closed and think of these doors being open and be aware of the invisible things, the assisting guide that are here to help you. You count in your thought right now with this feeling and be aware of our presence. Be aware of God's light that is living through you. God bless you and good evening. Thank you, Father. During the comment, but on nothing like the water is just bring you back into your body. Speak loud. I hesitate to say right now. He's ready, he will come out himself. It's a real awkward beginning for me because I haven't channeled for groups like this for last year. And everyone who does this sometimes feel a little funny about it. And as in the age regression flat, you just get up to you, oh, I think I just made that up, you know? But after you've done it for a while and you listen back to the message, then you know that it comes from your inspiration. And I'm sure it's as the people get better as it go along, it might get out of the way more. So this is the first seminar series or whatever. And the would you like hand and hold hand? Use the balloon first and close the eye and think about how a kind state is on the church that claim at least in world. And yes, a divine love was truer as it would. And realize that this group is powerful. It's done. It's good. And power and free. The other thing, the force that lies above coming on fires and they do is first just wanted to life over that allowing us to alien on them. He was thanked on in the time as me the man that often do it and so they did stuff and it was particular to hearken feel this draw to lot going to standing forward how they couldn't pity Hilder whole tone with blind love the ball cost and roll drop with attitude where it goes as a two color and draw the road eager. You almost get to it and keep playing and all day in dark. Although they dropped it and it just kind of gets and it gets the hero to up in the fair in the wide. Make to an extra fun. They'll draw the subway spot where Goal goes to his dog, make but it's a better place to start content.
places on the town similar to this history. There's in the city where was fallen, but then also splintered to the start of Taylor Swift. And Kyle that the both sides of the world that I can by extending myself in the side. But it's 2024 and just the it where I thought there would be geeks. And there was just very feeling. That is good main bit. And do you have to write down and at this step and be telling it that it's the divine love and so they found I do they hit it. Your knowledge, you is certain. Rather than calculate for it.